it feels like anything can happen. Like you get.
Is that a bad thing?
Random, what's that?
Is that a bad thing?
It can be a bad thing.
Why?
Because, I mean, it's not necessarily
over an extended period of time. You know.
Well, now
people get hype over upsets, man. But speaking of upsets, we have darkrain and Frizz, usual grand finals.
Speaking of upsets, it's definitely a usual grand finals.
Right.
Speaking of upsets, luck shut me up. Had to make me ponder on my whole entire life. They did 2 shuffle knee theirs in a row, and both. That was insane.
They're in each other's head, more or less. They know.
It's not very often you actually get to see a Falcon Ditto between these two, though. Like,
yeah, usually Frizz would offer the Fox, no?
Yeah, because darkrain just gets in Frizz's head just so much in this Ditto. Like, Frizz has never had the advantage. Now he has the advantage.
He's up a stack, so let's see what he can run with it. Yeah.
So there's actually been a bit of a controversy, you could say, about the Falcon Ditto, actually, because of a tournament that happened last weekend. It was a Super Nebula Streak. Okay. And there was a Falcon round robin. It had a bunch of the greatest Falcon players around. It had S2J, it had Wizrobe, it had Lucky's Batman. It had like all those different kinds of Falcons. Wizrobe won it like he's not necessarily like the best Falcon around, but like he dominated everybody in that round robin. And it was because he knew the technical aspects about this matchup. Like, whenever you think, what do you think of Falcon as a character? Like,
he's you know, it's a high flying. You know, it's not about the technical; it's about the savage your opponent.
Exactly.
Just make it happen, right? Usually.
Well, there's these 3 Falcons going on in Florida right now. They practice with each other constantly. Right. And they're doing a program called 20GX. They're basically trying to perfect Falcon. Right. And like, they're not going for as much for the read base as they are just like utilizing his movement to the fullest and using the most perfect like options at all times.
Those are some smart guys, because this game, if it's about anything, it's about the movement. That's what makes it melee.
And it's also about making the most out of your punishes. And like a lot of Falcons, for the longest time, never really did that because they want to be flashy. They want to do like the cool combos and be the cool kid around town and have everybody cheering for them. These 3 Falcons don't care anymore. Right. They just want to win. And that's why the Falcon Ditto can actually be a disgusting thing if you play that way, because he can tech chase himself like crazy.
Forever, right? Yep.
Which you won't see from these 2 players, but like in the future, we might see a devastating future where Falcons just tech chase each other.
Or carries them off the stage, has no hope, and we are right even now. There's a little flub from Frizz right there that kind of put him in some terrible situations. This could be what he needs.
The Wiz might actually. Oh, is this actually not the Wizrobe?
Oh, he picks up the win.
So Wiz.
So now imagine if we were thinking, let's say that was game 3. Frizz would have just won, right? And people would be hyped. The underdog has just won the tournament, or whatever the heck is happening.
Maybe this was the set. Maybe it was only 1 game, and that was the set. Right. Frizz would have won that.
Right. Sometimes there's some beauty in best of 1 and done, right? There's some crazy. There's something to the crazy that, you know, sometimes the underdogs can upset people, because I mean, darkrain wins everything. Like what? Shout out to them. It's a testament to his skill how often he wins out here. However, sometimes being too good can be hard on the scene, you know what I mean?
You know, I'm actually a little bit scared right now, because that whole conversation I had about 20GX movement, I think Frizz has been following that right now. I think that's why he's actually showing a lot of improvement in this matchup against darkrain.
Yeah, he's putting in work. He's up ahead right now, you know.
Nice knee by darkrain.
Very good edge guard, and darkrain trying to restore a little bit of order.
You know, the funny thing is, what I was about to say earlier, when you shut me up like that, I had to think about it. I'm like, you know, if I said what I thought about that, it would actually be biased, because I would say something like, I just felt like this player should win because he was the truly
Well, he was better in the past, right? But should being better in the past dictate being better in the future?
Well, like, the thing is, like, you just think about it, like, what if it was actually a best of 5? But like, in the way that you look at it, it's almost like it doesn't matter because he won the best of 3.
He was better for those 3 games, right? Yeah. If you're better for those 5 games, you're better for those 5 games.
But like, it was a best of 3.
The hard part for Melee is that you know, the rules change. You could be better. Actually better in a different game in a best of 5 than you are, you know, in a different game, which is best of 3.
It becomes this whole entire new game, because you have to play for so much longer. It just, you'll be able to understand each other more as you go throughout. And like, some players, they adapt like crazy, but like, it takes a long time for them to do so. Right. And then the best of 5 actually helps them out a lot.
And there's some players, you know, like in terms of character viability. I don't know how good multiple characters are on multiple stages, but maybe you play a character that's only good on 3 stages, you know, or maybe you play a character that's good on 5 stages. Which character's better? Well, it depends on what rule set you're playing, right?
Yep. And it's like it.
Oh my God, that was dirty. So I have no words for that.
This is such an interesting set. Like, I'm looking at the player cam right now. darkrain is stern. Like, he wants this, and like he's just so surprised right now. Yeah. I feel like that's what is going on in his head right now. Like,
that
what is happening?
It. Yeah, that'll connect. Oh, he's alive though. Falcon's super heavy.
That should be it though.
That'll do.
Oh, actually, Frizz had the opportunity to escape that. Yeah. You saw the shield.
His shield flash. He tried to get out with a roll, I think, and he got caught on the shield drop.
Yep, exactly. Like, if he just held shield, he definitely would have been okay.
And he's in a very high advantage situation right now. Oh, he gets out of that with a roll. darkrain tried to overcommit and get that down here. Speaking of overcommitting, oh my God.
The sad thing was darkrain could have actually continued that tech chase for as long as he wanted to, but he just wanted to end it off with a dare, try to get that read.
It's close. Frizz making some magic happen.
He had all momentum, then he throws out that knee and he lost it. Actually, this could be it right here.
That could be it.
Seals the deal on this edge.
Oh, he whiffed that. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him.
That is definitely not a part of the 20GX.
That's going to do it, though. Is that enough? He's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, my gosh. He did not.
Oh, a little style right there from Frizz.
That's very
Now, let me talk about the landscape of the tournament series right now.
All right, go.
If this were best of 3, Frizz is up, and he's up 2-0. If this is best of 3, that game's over. This set's
Frizz
done.
would have been grand final.
Upset City, baby.
Yeah.
And then we have Frizz versus Dart, but it's best of 5, you know. But this is championship round. This is where you make or break. This is where the money's made.
This is where
at the high level, right?
This is where amazing comebacks and heartbreaks happen.
Yeah, this is where you find out if you're good enough to actually take it from darkrain. That game 3 is going to be the hardest game, as darkrain's coming out swinging super hard right now.
Okay, darkrain is mad. This is rare footage of darkrain being angry.
Frizz did a very good job right there. He took darkrain's best hits, managed to just kind of salvage it out, and he's right back in it, just going to work.
Yo, dude, after this set, I'm going to have to talk to Frizz about how I can improve my tech chase reactions as Sheik, because he's doing so well with Falcon at the moment. I'm like, I can take lessons from this dude.
Yeah, these young kids with their reaction times, just doing things. I just always amazed. There's the knee.
I have a hard time.
And after being down by so much, look who's who's still on the stage. Who's king of the hill right now?
You know, if this was only a one-stock game, Frizz would have won.
Right, this was a one-stock game. Frizz is now the champion of the entire world.
Except he has to play against Dart.
Right. Dart's not in this game. He doesn't count right now. You got to play to win.
Yeah.
You have to play in order to win. You got to play to win. But Frizz, it's so even right now. You know, darkrain came out so strong and made a statement that he really did. But Frizz at the same time still hanging with him, saying that he's not about to make it easy for him.
That was an amazing recovery because he up-beat to the side and he barely missed the dare.
It, yeah.
If he went like the normal way, he definitely would.
He's gonna die, right?
Well, not just like he could,
tech it maybe or something. Yeah, but they've been in a bad situation. Things have been going terrible. He's off stage. You know, he might as well be dead at that time.
So if this was a 2-stock game, darkrain would have won this.
Right, exactly. See how many little games that are being won and lost. And sometimes when you're the underdog too, you kind of, in order to make the upset, you kind of break the game up into little games.
Right.
Can I win this first stock? All right, I won this first stock.
Can I get the first hit?
Can I get the first hit now? Can I take the momentum and run with it? You know, little things like that. You just start winning little games, and all of a sudden, you're sitting even with him.
Yeah.
2 stocks away from taking the set. Right?
You know, I could have this conversation all day with you, but I wonder how mad the chat is with us at the moment.
Yeah, they're probably like, there's some sort of
what are these dumb conversations that these two are having? Like, what the heck are they talking about? Talk about this Falcon ditto going on.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna lose, just take this for what it's worth. If you're probably like the not as good player, you probably want to pick a smaller stage. And you probably don't want to SD the wrong direction, but you probably want to pick a smaller stage. You have a smaller sample size.
Yeah.
The results are more random. Sometimes if it runs contrary to your character's skill set, you know, like if I'm darkrain, I'd be picking a big stage just to make sure that we have the most neutral exchanges as possible because I'm the better player, right?
Which is exactly what darkrain is doing. That down smash was so
that was some savagery, super savagery.
Oh my gosh, he gets the double dare, but he still lives on. This could be it right here. darkrain has...
Frizz making darkrain earn that stock the hard way, right?
Oh, for sure. Frizz is not... The double me beats the double dare. Let's be real here. You can't get flashier than that. Frizz is not going down with that
This is so tight right now. Oh, he's just got to pick up you know, darkrain's at such a commanding lead, but I feel like he picks up one. Oh, I was going to say, first picks up one exchange, but
it's like Frizz had to just do so much if he wanted to win that game and seal the deal at a 3-0.
Yeah. You see a sigh of relief coming from darkrain right there, and Frizz. This is where, let's see what kind of heart he has as a player, right? Everything's going good. It's hard. It's very easy to believe in yourself when the momentum's going well, right? It's much harder to have faith in yourself as soon as you lost that first game. You know, the shine's off the apple. It's time to play some melee.
I find this a bit questionable because his Fox has been very questionable all day because his lack of going in.
Right.
And he was doing so well with Falcon. Like, I feel like if he went to Yoshi's story as Falcon, he still would have had a better chance than this Fox. But, you know,
from a tactical perspective, I think Game 4, if you're going to go for it, is the right one to go for it because you might be able to throw your opponent off on some sort of like just nuance level for when you come into Game 5. You know, they've had to battle back twice. They've had to burn any sort of like conditioning setups and reads that they've had over 2 games.
Yeah.
Then you can start off fresh and get ready to go. You already won the first, game, so to speak.
Yeah.
In Game 1 where there weren't like conditioning reads set up. And it doesn't really matter as much when you play people often, I feel like, because you already have like these super hardcore like reads set up on each other.
You already understand how they play as a person because you play them so much. The up air chains are crazy right now.
We were talking about 20GX earlier.
Now we're having
back
20XX.
to 20XX, right?
Which every character is technically 20XX. It's not just limited to Fox. Everybody jokes about Fox, but like in all reality, everybody's trying to push to like make every character play perfectly. And it's not just Fox. So like everybody is 20XX, except for Falcon. He's 20GX.
You definitely see darkrain was playing a lot more confidence. You saw him go for like some heavy forward smash reads and things like that in the advantage situations. That wasn't something we were seeing earlier in the set. He was feeling a little dazed, kind of like
like what is happening
right what's going on right now, right? I taught this. He's doing the thing I taught him. It's not fair, right?
He can't use it against me. I taught him how to do it. It's my tool. Do you ever feel that way with some people you teach?
All day, every day, every time I lose, and I lose often. Let me tell you. All right, so we're going. We got Falcon or we got Fox. We got Falcon. We got Fox. That's the real question.
He has to switch back.
We got that Falcon. Yeah, so I think I'm in Frizz's head right now. I know it's some tactical gameplay calling. We're gonna get some Pokemon Stadium as the counter pick.
It has to be. There's like he's hovering over it, and
because Frizz wants to be the very best, like no one ever was.
To catch them is his real test.
Yeah. His whole life has led to this. It's time to test the skill. Let's go.
I don't think his whole life has led to this. I don't think. I think he has.
I think
more
it has.
To go
and any moment that you're in the game playing, your whole life has led to this moment.
Like any moment that you live could be the moment that you live for.
Any moment you live could be the moment you live for. Like, any moment that Frizz is playing could be this could be the moment that he wins.
Oh my god. There's no way that darkrain can recover from that.
Dang. Picks up that edge guard, and he's sitting pretty right now with the one stock. It's melee, though, and it's darkrain.
This is absolutely terrifying. That knee went the wrong way. If it went the way he wanted to, it would have been dead.
A whole different game. Oh, it's a little bit of trouble here.
I like how you actually know about that, too. Like the whole other game, the whole other aspect. Because, like, if you don't get that kill, I think you lose your stock as a result of that.
Right, it's always these critical points. It could go either way. What multiverse are we in where darkrain just 3-0s instead, right?
You make a solid point, sir. But right now, we're playing 20GX. This is terrifying for darkrain. And this is the beginning of a new era of Frizz. At least that's what I would think.
And it's so even back and forth. They're just in each other's head. Darkrain's got him in some pretty good positions. And is that going to do it?
Yes.
Yep. Clipped his double jump, and that's all she wrote for that stock. Frizz kind of shaking his head, kind of wondering what to do. And I think the stage coming in is a very fortunate thing. Oh, actually, no, darkrain's just going to press the issue, which is a very good, in my opinion, thing. He has blood in the water, time to shark it, right?
He also knew that Frizz was just trying to wait out the stage transfer.
Sometimes you need that timeout if you lose momentum. But it might have, I don't know, maybe it worked to his disadvantage because he's getting rocked right now. Yeah, he could have just waited it out, right?
Basically, the idea was darkrain was trying to scare him.
Right.
And it did not, it wasn't work. It now
worked. It did work out. There we go.
It did work out in the very end. Frizz got bops.
And we're talking about comebacks, right? darkrain sitting on that reverse 3-0.
He's on the cusp of having that heartbreaking set at the very end.
All right.
Which is kind of weird to say about darkrain because, you know, everybody loves darkrain. But, like, he's just been such a dominant force in this area. It's just kind of a wonder if
sometimes the wind needs to beat the mountain, right? Every once in a while, at some point.
It's a forward smash.
You know, you're not gonna tear the mountain down if you're just getting forward smashed by it in the face with an elbow. So.
And now
this is not looking good.
It's coming down.
That'll do it. Call it a comeback.
It was a very disappointing set in the very end. Because, you know, Frizz had the opportunity.
He had him by the jugular pretty much. Sometimes you just gotta clamp down and make it, just choke it out of him. But dude, props to darkrain for not choking when it counted, right?
All of our